everybody, it's Nicole with Helpmamaremote.com. I shared with you in a video about some things I was doing trying to declutter my home and get some things organized. And one of the first places I started was here in the kitchen. Now we have a small kitchen, so we don't have a lot of cabinet space. So pretty much the space I have and the things I have, with exception of the excess things that I purged, pretty much everything is needed because I do a lot of cooking. So, and then with the exception of my little things I enjoy. But anyway, so what I had to do was, I don't know if I shared this on YouTube maybe a couple of years ago when I had redid my cabinets here at the top. Now, in our kitchen, these cabinets here, a couple cabinets over the stove, and then this cabinet section, those are the only cabinets we have. I added an open bookshelf in here and a hutch. So that's where I have a lot of other storage. But I'm just going to share with you my cabinets first that I switched around. Now originally, I had it similar to this maybe a couple years ago. But what I did was I switched it around and I put my dishes in here. And I put a lot of like my glass jars over there on the bookshelf. But what was going on was my cabinets down at the bottom, they had all my non-perishable canned food items, pretty much all my canned goods. Yeah, pretty much canned goods, maybe extra flour and things. But what happened is when I would go to the grocery store and come in, I would have to get down on the floor to put everything up. The cabinet it's hard to see in there because it's down lower. It's not up high where, you know, it's bright because of the lights on. So it was hard to see in there. So pretty much every time I go grocery shopping, I found myself like reorganizing it because things end up getting pushed out the way, pushed in the wrong spot and things. So I said, you know what? Since I don't have a pantry, I'm gonna use the upper cabinets for all like food items, non-perishable items. I had also, like my hutch, I had created it into a bacon hutch. Now I still have like some of the same things over there, with the exception of like the box food items, the fruit, canned fruit like berries, cherries, brownie mix. I still have my like canisters with flour and stuff because, you know, that's like needed. But all those things like the bacon section with the items, I end up putting them here too, because to me, when you have a small kitchen, even though I would love to have my kitchen zoned, bacon area, this area, sometimes it really doesn't work out, and pretty much we have to find like what really works best for us, that it functions well in the kitchen. So I'll share with you how I switched up the hutch, which is not the bacon area anymore. I'll share with you how I switched that up later. That'll be another video. But this one is just basically my non-perishable items. So what I did was all of my canned items, all of the box foods, pastas, just everything is now here. Down at the bottom, I have items that I don't have to get to often, but I do have them where I could easily slide them out, like waffle maker, some of my French white cornware that I use for baking. Those items are down there where I don't have to get to them very often, but they're easily accessible because I don't have to get to them often, but they're there. But what I did was, this is what the cabinet looks like now. Very neat. I could see what I have. Like unlike before when everything was down at the bottom, I couldn't see anything. So I could see what I have. When I get ready to go grocery shopping, I pretty much look in here and I know, okay, like here I see that I only have 2 jars of spaghetti sauce left. So when I go grocery shopping, I know I could pick up about 4 more jars of spaghetti sauce. I have applesauce here and some salsa in the back there. Here's like my giardiniera peppers. peanut butter. Here are like jar pickles, which I also have jar items here, which I should possibly move them up there and then probably bring the boxes like down up in there, but for now that's fine. Some box foods there, some rices, easy like dirty rice and wild rice, jambalaya, things like that. Down on this first level, I have all my canned good items, so I can see when I need, which a lot of the, like, especially canned vegetables, I don't usually have a lot because I like to get a lot of fresh vegetables. I don't get a lot of canned items no more. I'll get fresh vegetables, or I'll get the frozen, the ones that's in the frozen bag. So I don't need a lot, but like tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, like for chilies and things like that. I do have like mixed vegetables, and I also get those in a bag, especially like when I do my pot pie or any kind of soup. But I do have some cans. Some whole chipotle peppers. I use them on some of my, when I'm marinating some meats. Cream of mushroom, and like cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. Chicken noodle soup is not one of our favorites. My daughter was sick one day, and I asked her, I said, do you want me to make you homemade soup, or do you want me to go get you chicken noodle soup? She wanted chicken noodle soup, and then when she ate it, she didn't like it. She asked me to make her some homemade soup. She's like, your homemade soup is better. I'm like, yeah, I know that. But I just have it here. Maybe if it's any food drive or something, I'll donate that to that. I got my sweetened condensed milk. Here are my salmons and my tuna, salmon croquettes. You gotta have some salmon on deck for breakfast. I love them for breakfast, or even if I'm just making a brunch or something. And usually, since these are like $2.99, I try to get a can every time I go grocery shopping, just to kind of have like a little stash. Here are like my peppercini peppers, hot jalapenos, and then here are the fruit items that I moved from that was over in my bacon section. There's not a lot left because like this season I don't do a lot of bacon period, but when I do like some pumpkin mix, apple filling, cranberry sauce, like that, so like the fruity items right there. Okay, here at the top I just have like I said, my bacon items. I got some Jiffy cornbread if I don't want to make regular cornbread. I got extra bacon powder. In the back there's like gluten-free items that I got for my daughter when she wanted to make a snack, so we could try them, like muffins, pizza crust. And then here are pretty much all brownies. Here's a good tip, because our kids will be out of school soon. What I started doing was, you know how you buy cookies, brownies, they're already pre-made? What I did was I stopped buying them pre-made, and I get box items, because when they're pre-made, they just eat up everything. They eat up everything. But if they're in a box, they have to make it. And look, they're still there. They not trying to make nothing. So here's some cocoa powder, extra cocoa powder. Now in these baskets, like this basket here, I have some bacon items. Like here, like some leftover marshmallows. I got food coloring and sprinkles. And I threw out a lot of sprinkles that were old. And then in this basket here are Jellos. So when they want some Jello, they can make some Jello. And here I have cupcake liners, and then their hot sauce, and then all my dressings over there. So everything worked out really nice. And I have these items in the door, and I picked these up from Staples a while ago. I never really fill out the doctor information and all the emergency stuff, but if I ever want to, I can. Now I love the measurement chart, because if I'm ever cooking something and I need to know how many cups or how many tablespoons is a cup, they have that all measured out there. They also have like the meat temperatures and, you know, guidelines like that when you're cooking meat. And on this door right here, I just have one of them posted, and this has my hummingbird and Oreo syrup mix because I make my own hummingbird and Oreo syrup mix. And for hummingbird mix is 4 cups water and 1 cup sugar, and for Oreos is 1/3 cup sugar and 2 cups water. But what happened is every year the Oreos would drink the hummingbird mix, so I stopped making Oreo syrup and just make the hummingbird mix, and they're happy with it. In the cabinet over to this side, I put all my jar items in here, and most of these, well, most of them, which all of them, all these jars were over on my open bookshelf, with the exception of some that I still do have over there. But like my rice, beans, pasta in the large ball jars are in here. I have some small ball jars too with items in it. These jars like sage that we dehydrated from the garden, and garlic chive. Then I do have like powdered sugar in the back, and some oatmeal. So all those jars are here. They're no longer over there, or like the powdered sugar is no longer in the baking thing. All of the jars are here. These smaller jars I have to fill back up. They had a lot of the baking items in it. Up here at the top, I just have like cooking item baking stuff like chips, chocolate chips for baking, some extra crackers. Here I have like a lot of nuts because I have been making like nut mixes to eat. Here's the extra because they wouldn't fit in here. So I got the cashews, like granola in there, and then pasta, excess pasta, crackers and beans over there in that area. Then I have just an empty jar there that I save, so if I ever need to put something in it, I have that. Now, originally in this cabinet were coffee stuff, just coffee stuff. I end up extra coffee cups. I end up, all that is out in the garage because I will be either putting it in a garage sale or I will be donating it. So my Christmas cups, my fall cups, my white cups, only cups I kept were our clear cups. Like I don't need all those coffee cups. So all the coffee cups are out of there. All the excess, the coffee items like the little mixers and stuff like that, I have them over there in a hutch. Those are organized over there. But everything else, I just really trimmed down the coffee. My husband pretty much is the one that really drinks all the coffee, so it really wasn't necessary to have all that excess stuff. And here is the coffee bar. Over here in the corner, we have the Keurig, just a little carousel for the K-cups. Here I have like biscottes for my husband, some cinnamon sticks, and some pure cane sugar here. Right here on this side, we have the syrups that my husband used, some chocolate syrup, and then these are the only coffee cups that we have here. Over here, right here, is still the microwave, and I really want my husband to we have a microwave that we need to put up over the stove. I really want to free up this counter space and, you know, get rid of this microwave. So hopefully within a few weeks we'll have that taken care of. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. As you can see, I've been, like I say, trying to purge and get as much excess stuff out of the house as possible. Keep the things that I like and enjoy and that are really useful here in the kitchen now, because that's the space I'm working in now. So I'll come back and share with you some other spaces that I've been purging and how I'm organizing those spaces. So this is Nicole with Helpmamaremote.com. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.